Hey there, it's Elisa Hollinger. And right now, a lot of taxpayers are trying to navigate the system, whether it's monitoring a refund, figuring out how to get documentation, figuring out what the due dates are. Sometimes it makes sense to call the IRS. Sometimes you don't want to call the IRS because you don't want to trigger something. So if you're in that situation, what do? Well, if you can't get a professional, you can't hire a professional, or you can't afford a professional, you're going to have to do this on your own, which means you have to go to the irs.gov website and you're going to have to create an online account. It's a pain in the butt. You're going to need some documentation to verify your identity. But once you get that set up, you're going to have access to all kinds of information. Now, you may not know what to do with that information, but you'll have access. So some of the things that you're going to look for is missing tax years. You're going to see if you have any outstanding notices there. You're going to see if you have any outstanding balances there. You're going to be able to get an idea of, are there liens filed? What penalties have I been assessed? It's a wealth of information. But you're going to have to take the initiative to get in there and figure it out, because that's the only way you can take care of this on your own without calling the IRS. I know that dealing with the IRS at times is really, really frustrating, but the most important aspect is, one, you have to deal with it head on. Two, you have to make sure that you have the information and you know what's going on. If you're going to fight the IRS, whether it's about a refund, whether it's about a return that's missing, whether it's about identity theft, you have to be able to know what the other side knows. Kind of like a disclosure requirement. If you go into court, one side has to know what the other, they have to share that information. So this is how the IRS shares with you. They're not going to give it to you unless you ask, but you do have to ask that information. And this is the best way, the easiest way to do it without bogging down the system, without trying to trigger something. Because if you have a balance due, or if you haven't heard from them and all of a sudden you reach out to them out of the blue, guess what? They're going to throw you back in the hopper, and then you're going to have to deal with the problem. So take care and just tread lightly, but just make sure that you know what the tools are and that you can use them to your very best ability. Take care. Bye for now.